What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video on the Down to the Wire Sports channel. So today we have two things to talk about. The first thing being the World Baseball Classic, which ended last night, and the NCAA tournament, and the Sweet 16 starts tonight. So anyways, last night the USA pulled off a victory and won the World Baseball Classic championship by a score of 8-0. Marcus Stroman pitched an absolute gem, only allowing 3 hits in the game and defeating Puerto Rico. And honestly, Puerto Rico had a stacked lineup. Their infield was oddly based off of mostly shortstops, which was kind of weird, but it actually worked out in their favor. They were undefeated, but it couldn't work out for them this time. But anyways, thoughts on the tournament. I thought it was a great tournament. I mean, people actually got into this. You saw in the semifinals and finals, there was tons of people traveling, or maybe they live in LA, from the other countries. For example, when we played Japan in the semifinals, there was tons of Japanese fans there, and they even had a band playing music for every batter that went up, which I thought was pretty cool. And then even in the rounds that weren't in the US, back in Japan or wherever in the earlier rounds, there were so many people that actually wanted to see these games. It was hyped up a lot, and no, I thought that was pretty cool. It's not like the Major League Baseball season where you get these teams that have no supporters whatsoever, or their fans just go there and sit in silence the whole game. I thought it was loud. You could hear both sides cheering, and people got into it. I just think as you go forward, this is going to become a big tournament, and it's pretty cool to see the U.S. win it, and we'll see what they do in the future. So, moving on. So the NCAA men's basketball tournament started last weekend, or yeah, and into the week before. But anyways, the Sweet 16 is tonight. There was multiple upsets. The biggest one, I think, being Wisconsin over Villanova. And I think Wisconsin has a chance to keep on winning. I mean, they've been impressing me year after year. And Villanova was no joke. They had like pretty much all their players come back from that championship team last year. And so it's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top, of course, going forward. But what I am looking to see, there's a couple of big matchups tonight. First being West Virginia and Gonzaga. West Virginia has just plowed through everyone. They actually beat one of my favorite teams early in the year by like 40 points or something. I don't remember. But anyways, then they're going up against Gonzaga, who's only lost one game this year, which is pretty spectacular. So I think that's definitely the game of the night. Another big game is Kansas and Purdue. I didn't think Purdue was going to make it that far. I knew they were pretty good, but Kansas is a little better. They're probably going to win that, but you know, it's college basketball. Everything is a toss-up, especially around this time of the year. And then, of course, heading into tomorrow's games, that's the second set of Sweet 16 games. There's a big one with North Carolina and Butler. Butler's been playing very well. And, of course, North Carolina, #1 seed, they're expected to possibly contend for the championship. So that's one of the big matchups. Another big game is South Carolina and Baylor. South Carolina shocked me. They beat Duke, who I thought was going to go pretty far. And, of course, Baylor's shocking me, too. I didn't think these teams would be at this place in this round. So that's definitely interesting. And of course, these are actually all pretty good games. So UCLA and Kentucky and Wisconsin and Florida. I don't know much on Florida, but it should be a good game. I mean, that's all Sweet 16. So a full weekend of basketball. We'll see who moves on to the Elite Eight next week. And yeah, tune into the games, of course. So that's all I got for you today. But as always, hit that subscribe button and we will see you next week on the next video. Thanks for watching.